Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you do not know who I am, my name is Kat. I am the mother of a sweet 2-month-old baby named Isabel. My husband and I post daily vlogs here on our channel, and we document our lives while we're living in Guam and away from all of our friends and family so that they can keep up with our lives. I ask if you guys are new to our channel, please feel free to subscribe if you like the content that you see. Don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up and share with all of your friends and family. Also, if you do choose to subscribe or you are subscribed, please hit that notification bell down below so you are notified every time we post a new video. Anyways guys, enough of that intro talk. I accidentally deleted the clips from our vlog and the entire vlog itself from yesterday. So I don't have a vlog to post, so I figured, sorry if you can hear my baby grunting. So I figured I would post a 15 facts you don't know about me just to kind of give an introduction to our vlog. My baby just really wants to be talking today. So 2 days before today, I accidentally deleted an entirely edited vlog and of course all of the clips that went along with it in order to increase storage on my laptop while editing. And I don't know how it happened because I magically ended up with 46 seconds of that entire vlog out of the entire 10 minutes. So I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, and I definitely did not want to miss an upload day. So I'm here today with a brand new style video. It's not going to be a vlog. I'm going to be doing the 15 facts you didn't know about me tag, just to fill in for the video that we missed a couple days ago because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, and I certainly did not want to miss an upload day. So without further ado, here are 15 facts about me that you did not know. I hope you pick up on some new interesting facts about myself. Number 1, if you have not picked up on it already from the vlogs or any pictures that you've seen of me, I do not just have one eye color. Actually, one of my eyes is 2 colors. Now, I don't mean just because my eyes are hazel, they switch from one color to another. No, I really do mean that one of my eyes is 2 colors. Let me see if I can, which one is it on the camera? Sorry if you can hear my baby grunting. But as you can see, my eyes are hazel. Yes, they do switch back and forth between a vibrant green and this color. But over in the corner here, you can see that I do have part of my eye that is actually brown. So my mom actually noticed this when I was a baby. I don't really know if she thought that something was wrong with me, but she definitely couldn't believe my eye color. She really did think that it just was continuing to change and that they just went from green and, oh, sorry, your baby's gonna have brown eyes. But it stopped at this. So I absolutely love my eye color because I love having hazel eyes in general, but I always love having the whole party favor fact effect when I can just say, what's up guys, I've got a 2-colored eye. In fact, I remember so many times asking people, oh, can you guess my eye color? Can you guess my eye color? Do you remember what it is? And I'm saying green, and I'm like, kind of. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Your eyes are hazel, they're green. And then they find out that there's a little slot of brown in my eye, and they're like, what do you mean? Like, I never noticed that before. I've known you for like 15 years, and I never saw that. So it's one of my favorite facts about myself. Number 2, I actually got married at 17. Let that sink in. So as of this November, I will have been married for 2 years. That's crazy to me. I was a minor when I got married, so that means we had to pay like $150 in court fees in order to get a judge to sign off. So it was kind of complicated in order to get the whole process taken care of. We did get it done. From the time we planned it, it took a long period of time, but if you look at it, when we took care of all the paperwork and stuff, it took about like a week to 2 weeks, not counting all of like the processing time. My mom was a teacher, she still is a teacher, but back then it was super hard to get all of us in the same place at the same time before business hours shut down. My mom had to race from work to meet at the town hall where we could meet with the judge, pay $150 in fees, fill out a bunch of paperwork, all within like an hour before they closed. And it was like super uncomfortable because it's not just, oh, you need your parent and your husband and to say, hey, I want to get married and that's it. No, you actually have to kind of like present your case before the judge. And it was super casual because we just met in his office, but we had to kind of present and prove that we like really wanted to get married for legit reasons, not just because we're stupid and we're young. And I suppose that's the reason why they make you pay so much money as a minor in order to get married, because they want you to be serious about it, and marriage is a serious ordeal. So number 3, I graduated high school an entire year before my original class. So I was engaged to my now husband, and one of the reasons why I wanted to finish up early wasn't just because I wanted to get out of school, because it just really wasn't for me, but also because I wanted to go be with him. He at the time was down in South Carolina finishing up all of his 3 types of schooling for the military, and we were engaged, we were super happy, like we were ready to start life. Yeah. And in order for me to have a win-win in all those situations by getting out of school, being able to go spend time with my husband, was to actually graduate early. I didn't want to drop out. I wanted to get my diploma. I did not want to let myself down in that aspect, but I knew if I had stayed in school an extra year, I probably would have flunked out of a lot of my classes. I would have started skipping school, picking up a lot of tendencies that just really aren't me. I was, for those who don't know, I struggle with anxiety and a smaller amount of depression now than I did back then, because my life is just like crazy now. So I really don't have time to be like upset or depressed about anything, but back then I was super unhappy with where I was in life. School just wasn't for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But what I did know is that I didn't want to be stuck in place anymore, surrounded by people who just didn't have the same kind of mindset as me. So I needed to get out of there. So a week before my junior year started, which became my then senior year, I talked with my guidance counselor. I was like, hey, like what can we do to get me out of school early? Like I want to be done an entire year early. Like I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna have to feed my baby here in a minute, so she's gonna join us in a second because she's just getting so fussy, huh? Anyways, now that I've got a feeding baby, also just fair warning, she is kind of a loud eater. Okay, now as I was saying, I graduated high school an entire year early, so that meant I had to take a lot of extra classes in order to get the credits of 1 year's worth of school. So that year was probably one of the most stressful years of my entire life, because not only did I have to balance school, taking an extra college course in the evening, but I had to, you know, do homework for all of those classes. I had to balance the social life. I had to keep up mine and my husband's relationship, and also I have divorced parents, so every week I spent those 5 school days with my father, and then every single weekend I went off to my mom's. If I was doing a mom facts video, my first fact would be I have the squirmiest eater in the entire world. It is so frustrating sometimes. Fact number 4, I grew up on a little island called Martha's Vineyard. If you don't know where or what I'm talking about, it is a small island in Massachusetts. Its sister island is Nantucket, if maybe you've ever heard of that. It is such an amazing place to grow up. If you have no idea where it is, maybe you know what Cape Cod is. It is on the Cape. It's in the water, it's an island. Yes, it is a part of Massachusetts. No, it is not some crazy tropical island like, for example, Guam is where I am now. It is just like Massachusetts, just an island. Number 5, this is so random and probably so unimportant, but I am not that much of a sports girl except for volleyball. I am a hardcore sports girl for volleyball. So fact number 6, I have an extreme passion for singing. I've always wanted to make it one day as a professional singer. I almost went to go try out for the X Factor when it was over here in the US for the couple years that it was. My parents decided last minute not to take me after I had already signed up and made it through the auditions and stuff like that. My parents decided they just didn't want me to, so I wasn't able to. Fact number 7, something you may have noticed, you may not, because you don't know if I have any hidden, but I still have 0 tattoos. Fact number 8, I have had my ears pierced 3 times. I know you're thinking, well, wait, Catherine, why aren't there earrings? That's because I don't have any. My first set, very bottom, my first lobe, I think I got that done when I was 12. My mom kind of convinced me. I knew I really didn't want it done because it's just too high maintenance for me, especially for a 12-year-old, let alone any age younger than that, or even older than that. It was just too much work for me at that age to keep up with them. Yeah, I thought they were cute, but you really do need to clean them every single day until they're healed, or else you risk infection. All piercings are foreign objects in your body, so you need to take care of them. So when I was that little, I just took them out one day and never put them back in, and that is the exact same thing that happened when I was 18. I went on my own to go get them done now that I could actually sign for myself since I was a legal adult, and one day I took them out and just didn't put them back in. I eventually went for my second holes, also when I was 18 after I got my first done. I think I waited about 3 or 4 months when my first holes were healed, and I signed for myself to go get my second, and I love them so much. I still to this day kind of want an entire ear pierced all the way up the side, and then one like half on the bottom, half on the top. But again, the same scenario, it was just too much work for me and I was way too lazy about it. So I took them out one day and they never went back in. Fact number 9. Now this one is definitely one you would never guess. You're gonna think it's ordinary when I tell you that my first job was at a water park. Now, which water park do you ask? If you're familiar with the Cape of Massachusetts, you'll know exactly where I'm talking about. I worked at Waterwiz. That was my very first job ever, and I loved it. It was probably the greatest first job I could have ever had. But another fact within a fact about that water park is, if you recognize the movie Grown Ups with Adam Sandler and a bunch of other hilarious comedy actors, that movie was actually filmed at Waterwiz, which is where I worked for my first job. So I worked in a water park where a bunch of cool celebrities have been, so how fun is that? Fact number 10. Now, I mentioned in an earlier fact that I am currently in school and studying. I'm actually studying online because it would be quite hectic to try and go in full-time to the college here on Guam. So currently I study online, and that profession is to become a CMA, a certified medical assistant. Fact number 11. If you do not know, I think I mentioned it in one of my previous vlogs, that I am working on opening up an Etsy business. Being a full-time mom, it's kind of difficult to try and go ahead to work part-time or full-time for just some minimum wage paid job. The minimum wage isn't as high out here, so it would just be really hard on me in order to be working for that little amount of money, but also to be spending time away from my baby, who I am so attached to. Back when I, wasn't working, I was still in grade school. I needed to come up with really cute Christmas and birthday presents for a lot of my family and friends. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna check Pinterest, and I saw a DIY body scrub. So that kind of started the whole domino effect of me falling in love with skincare. And from then on, I've just been obsessed with making body scrubs, face masks, body lotions, face washes, all that kind of stuff. And it is like the most fun thing ever to experiment and just make some nice food for your body. So for those of you who are interested, the Etsy shop is not opened up yet, just because I'm waiting on my logo design. Again, I showed in a previous vlog all of the ingredients and products and things that I need to start up my business. That's all hanging out in our spare bedroom right now. But in the meantime, I'm waiting for my logo design to be completed by a wonderful graphic artist. So once my logo design is done, I will be able to order business cards and stickers to go on my products, so product labels. And then I will be able to take product images and then post up on my Etsy shop. Fact number 12. Another thing that you will probably never be able to guess is my birthday. I did give a hint earlier in this video, and I said it's in December. My birthday is a very special birthday. My birthday is actually a holiday, not just because it is my birthday. I don't just consider it a holiday because of that, but I was actually born on Christmas Day. Fact number 13. Yet another thing you will probably never guess in a million years. But in this day and age where teenagers, adults, and everyone is just all hanging out online, I actually met my husband online when I was in my freshman year of high school. We met on a chat app. Yeah, I know. So for those of you who have long distance relationships and you're going through the struggle and the trials and tributes of that right now, it is super worth it if the relationship started out strong and you guys have really amazing feelings for each other. If you can't tell, I am happily married and we have a 2-month-old baby, and we're living together, about to buy a house in Guam now. So you could say it's a little bit successful, if not more. Long distance relationships do turn out to be positive sometimes. They are not as bad as people make it out to be. Fact number 14. My favorite types of movies are apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic. I absolutely love a good zombie movie, alien movie, some type of cool futuristic things with really great graphics. I love me some Walking Dead. I know that's a TV show. I love Avatar. I love World War Z. Like, I love anything interesting like that just because it's so out of the norm. And yes, I'm a typical girl. I do love my rom-coms and all that, but I really love my brain to kind of be like messed with. So I love apocalyptic, technological kind of movies. Last but not least, fact number 15. It's kind of related to what I'm doing now. I used to post YouTube covers back in the day when I was in grade school. I have an extreme passion for singing, and I think one of my first videos I ever posted got like a couple thousand views overnight, which blew my mind. But this was back in the day, in the old YouTube, where there weren't so many people trying to kind of like make it. So it was popular, but it wasn't as popular. And so that kind of blew my mind. But because I was so insecure back then, I did get a lot of comments saying, hey, you should try doing this. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I like that. No, you are really weird looking, blah, 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 blah. So it kind of discouraged me, and I actually stopped, which is one of the things that I definitely regret, because who knows where I could be now if I had actually continued with that. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed those 15 interesting facts about me that you did not know. I shared 15 facts about myself with you guys that you didn't know. Now, I want to know at least one interesting fact about you. Where were you born? What's something you're super passionate about? Do you have a cool two-colored eye like I do? What do you want to be when you're older? Just crazy cool stuff like that. I want to know a little bit more about you guys and the audience that watches me from day to day. So I hope you guys love this as a replacement for a vlog, and I hope you got to know me a little bit better. I'm excited to get to know you guys a little bit better in the comments down below. Thank you so very much for watching. I love you guys as always. We actually made it to 22 subscribers, I think I saw today, in like 2 weeks. So that's super awesome. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribed and getting us up there. I cannot wait to continue posting daily vlogs and producing the content that you guys like. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you in our next daily video. Bye, guys. Say bye-bye.